All right, so I want to figure out a way to capture attendance data in a really streamlined fashion for my asynchronous classes. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to evaluate activity that occurred on specific dates between the two designated meeting times. I'm going to go into New Analytics. New Analytics will load, and you'll see that there's an opportunity for reports. I want to look at course activity. It's a quick way of seeing which students have interacted with the course and what pages are they landing on, how long are they staying on the Canvas course page. So I'm going to run this report. I'm going to filter it because I want to filter it by date. I want to do it one by one. So I built a folder in my Google Drive and I'm calling it attendance data. Now that I've run my report, I can upload it into my Google folder. The CVS file. So CVS files can be opened in Google Sheets. And so that's what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open this in Google Sheets. Okay, so here it is in the spreadsheet, and you can see there's a lot of overflow in the cells. I'm pretty particular in how I like to view my sheets, so I'm going to go ahead and modify these settings. All right, so I have now built a pretty good uh, format that allows me to look at the name, course content type, like where they were clicking. I can look at the time frame. So the next thing I want to do is I want to make this really easy to take attendance from. So if I'm using this data feature to track asynchronous activity online, then I want to sort the data by a couple different options. I can select section ID, and this is what I would do if if I had multiple sections of the same class. So, like, if my third and fourth period were the same course and I built out different sections in my Canvas course, I could sort it by section ID first and then subsort by name. In this case, since I'm just using our PD course as an example, I'm just going to sort it by student name, and I'm going to sort it with last name A to Z. And you can see since I froze this column, when I go to sort, it's all the data will move with it. So it's last name first, and I can see who's logging in, where they went, and how long they spent on the course. Now that I've built this system, what I want to do is I want to make this reproducible and super streamlined, because if you build it once and you build it well, you're going to save so much time. So I have all of the settings the way that I like it, right? Now all I need to do is actually make a copy in my tabs, and I'm going to duplicate it. And I am going to call this, I'm just going to rename this master format. Now from this master format, I can actually preload the dates that I know I'll be taking attendance. So I know that I want to run the course activity. I ran it for the 30th. Now I want to do the 1st. So what I can do that's super, super simple is I can do first, second, and then essentially I can just rename these. So now I've run the report for 10-1. Here's my format that I've developed. I'm going to go to File and Import. And I have the file right here in my Downloads bar. You can also locate it in your Finder menu by going to Downloads. And I'm going to drag and drop this file. And what I want to do is I actually want to append this current sheet. I'm going to import this data, and what you're going to see is that it actually populates it just the way I had it before. This line is a repeat, so I can delete it, or I don't have to, but I still have this one frozen, so I can still go in and I can still sort today's data by name. And there's my attendance data for this day. It's also some really important information too. So if you're wondering how long your students are spending or what areas they're spending time on, you can also look at that. Anyway, I hope this analytics tool helps expedite the asynchronous attendance taking, which I know has been a lot of time and effort on our teachers' parts. And so hopefully we can share resources with each other to figure out how to use attendance data to build relationships, um, formatively assess progress on projects or activities, and just monitor engagement.